Hey there guys, welcome back to another awesome video, and today's movie review is going to be of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is of course the sequel to the first movie, and it's years after the first film of course. This time we have Mike, Abby, and Vanessa discovering a sister location or a brother location, the original location of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. This movie of course is directed by Emma Tammy again. And I gotta say, I was excited for this sequel prior to this movie coming out in 2025. After I'd seen the movie, I don't know where to begin with this one, to be honest. Because it has a lot of ups and downs with the film, for sure. I will at least say that I think majority of the actors and actresses are doing at least a decent job, or a fine job, or an okay job, or at least they aren't half-assing it, they aren't phoning it in. I feel like there are some that are not as great, but before we touch on anything else, I do want to say there's gonna be some spoilers of this sequel, so if you haven't seen it, you have been warned a little bit, because the sequel, the FNAF 2 game, is a little confusing as the FNAF 2 movie, but it's not as bad because the second game, it's meant to be a prequel. This time around, it's basically them rediscovering that, oh shit, the location that we're at now with the toy animatronics, the Wizards, part of the original location. This location that we visit is the first one technically, and the one we see in the movie is the second attempt at doing Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. I will say this, they do get their money's worth out of Matthew Lillard and McKenna Grace, because of course Matthew Lillard is going to be in this no matter what. It's not him in the present, it's obviously flashbacks of William Afton and visions of William Afton, kind of haunting Vanessa. There's visions and nightmares and dreams that she has of her father, of course. And in McKenna Grace, I was not expecting her to kind of have such more of a prominent role, because she at first is a ghost hunter because of, well, if you don't know, you know, but I love that she's a ghost hunter, she's a spirit hunter, but she winds up being a kid that gets possessed by the puppet who was, I think it was Elizabeth, if I remember correctly, or one of Afton's children, or one of Henry Emily's children. I'm not entirely sure because I kind of forgot a little bit. Charlotte was her name. That's who was the puppet. Charlie/Charlotte. That's who it was. Elizabeth, I think, becomes Baby, if I remember correctly. Which, by the way, random appearance and cameo by Circus Baby. But having the puppet / the marionette / Charlotte was interesting, and I think it was unique having her as the villain this time around. It made sense because you don't want to keep having Afton show up every time, and especially since he's going to show up in the third movie, and that's the big build-up. But I thought that was kind of interesting, and it kind of does get a little confusing, the Afton family and the Henry Emily family, which, by the way, the fact that freaking Skeet Ulrich, Billy Loomis himself, is Henry Emily, essentially, is just, it's just icing on the cake for me, because having him as Henry Emily, and of course Matthew Lillard, Stu, who is Afton, it just makes sense for the two of them to be the ones that co-founded and founded Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. It's just such a match made in heaven. Seeing the toy animatronics was cool. Seeing that was great. Seeing all of them, Toy Bonnie, Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, Mangled, they were all great. They're all practical. I do like that Kellen Goff is Toy Freddy, Matt Pat is Toy Bonnie, and of course you have to throw in someone like Megan Fox who's Toy Chica, and seeing the Wizards, of course, and the fact that they incorporated the game mechanic, the game gimmick of using the old animatronic head to basically hide and disguise yourself from the toy animatronics and the Wizards. I just love that was a gimmick in this movie, and they made that shit work. That was just such a great moment. There is yet again another Corey X Kenshin cameo, which I thought was fantastic. Other than that, that's where everything else kind of just goes down. But outside of my positives, I feel like this movie kind of recaps too much. Like, I feel like it throws so much at you, like, hey, remember this, to kind of basically beat you on the head. I feel like that kind of happens a little too much. I could have used more of Skeet Ulrich. I kind of was hoping he would have more of a crucial role than just a cameo. All the animatronics have this massive fight with each other, but I feel like at the end of the day, unfortunately, it's the Megan Fox show, it's the Toy Chica show, which I get. Abby and her have this special connection, but I feel like they gave more of the money towards a big A-lister actress versus, again, a voice actor a la Kellen Goff, an internet sensation a la MatPat. So you know what I mean? I feel like there was a lot more, they gave her more dialogue, more writing, more stuff versus the latter, which kind of I felt unfortunate for the rest of the cast. Some moments are too filler. I do love actually seeing Michael Afton, but it does confuse things a little bit more, and it does pique my curiosity a little bit more because I thought they were gonna go with Mike Schmidt being somehow related to William Afton or Henry Emily, but now actually having Michael Afton really throws a wrench in the cage in some cases, but I do love it, but it is a little confusing. Having Vanessa be the end villain, or at the end she turns into the villain, I feel like is setting up something, and yes, she does technically become Vanny in the games, or she might be Vanny in the games, but her being possessed by the puppet, I really feel like this feels too soon, if I'm being honest. There's a lot of things that just feel a lot of mixed, maybe rushed ideas. I'm not entirely sure, but I will at least say that FNAF 2, I will at least give it a solid C. I don't know if I'll be giving it a C+ or C-. I want to be nice because I am a little excited for the third film, especially since that credit scene. It is a very mid credit scene. The positive side of that credit scene is, oh my gosh, there's Springtrap all withered. He looks like how Afton should with the withered suit. But at the same time, there's these cringy teenagers that discover the dead body, essentially. That's the best way to put this film, honestly, is its positives and its cringy negatives. But FNAF 2, have you guys seen it? What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. You'll watch videos every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell to new videos every day week. Share the video with family and friends. All the good stuff and more. Leave suggestions down in the comments. You name it, I'll do as best as possible. I have more reviews for you guys, some requests that you guys have left me for a while. I'm gonna get back to those. And if you guys want, if you're curious to see another Q&A, hit me with the hashtag Q&A 2026 and ask me a question, and I'll save it for Q&A maybe sometime this year, maybe sometime next year. Hopefully somewhere in between 2026 and 2027, and hopefully some other stuff for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.